This name is inextricably linked with boxing. In the same way that fistic institutions such as Muhammad Ali conjured up images of punch-swapping for glory, the name Tyson will be connected to the sport forever.
Tyson knows he's got him in big trouble if he doesn't answer it.
And now its significance is twofold. In 1988, Mike Tyson was the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world and arguably the most famous human being on the planet. The biggest brands in the world sought his name and likeness.
He is a symbol of the United States.
And on August 12, 1988, over 3,000 miles away from Tyson's home city of Brooklyn, John Fury named his son after him.
And the doctor said, no, that's not going to be a good name. He's not going to be very big, this guy.
Really?
Fast forward over 3 decades and Tyson Fury is the WBC title holder and one of the best known athletes in the world today. When you take a step back to look at how this story has evolved, it's every bit as Hollywood as any Rocky script.
This is a new me. This is a new Tyson Fury.
Since the coronavirus pandemic began, interest in fantasy fight has soared and fans are up for anything.
That'd be a good matchup.
Press like and notification bell and let's take a look at our opinion on each other's careers and all Tyson cross-generational showdown. There has never been a boxer like Mike Tyson. His combination of speed with his technical boxing ability made him one of the most successful heavyweight boxers of the past few decades. Like his namesake, Tyson Fury has transcended the sport, albeit for different reasons. Outside of the ring, Fury is as intuitive as Tyson was intense. Between the ropes, he is as elusive as Tyson was explosive.
I'm willing to sacrifice everything for the victory.
But one thing that Fury has in common with his predecessor is that he can fight like hell. Physically, they are vastly different specimens. Mike Tyson is 5'10" with a 71-inch reach and, at his best, he was approximately 220 pounds. The unbeaten Fury stands 6'9", has an 85-inch reach and weighed in at a colossal 273 pounds for his 7th round annihilation of Deontay Wilder in February. What made Mike Tyson special is that he dedicated his life to the sport. In the early days, nothing else mattered except smashing people's faces in. He had a aura about him where he was going in the ring and people were falling over before they'd been hit. His speed was a great asset in the ring. A lot of people think it was the power, but it was the speed that did the damage. He had precision, great mobility, accuracy, and it was all in rhythm. His defense was underestimated too, because he had great footwork and had movement. All of these things combined made him a very dangerous fighter. Tyson Fury is very agile for a guy his size, and more than that, he is smooth, real smooth. He is like an awkward version of Floyd Mayweather in the ring, but regardless of the awkwardness, he is very effective.
Oh, lovely right from Tyson Fury again.
He is unique, eccentric, but what makes him special is more than just his fighting skills. A large part of it comes from his gypsy origins, his family's background, his father's upbringing. It's deeper than being a fighter. His accomplishments extend much further than just boxing.
We're brought up, the only thing we want to do is fight, which is why I become a boxer.
From the bell, Fury would be keeping his distance, jabbing, dancing and idly fending off the clubbing Tyson, aware that only fools rush in against a young and fresh opponent with such brute strength in his fists.
And if he can keep that punch working,
Fury's tactics would keep working with him, piling up the points and taking every round until the midweight stage of the 12-rounder.
Oh, he is a big man. Oh, great shot!
Against someone of Tyson Fury's size, you've got to be aggressive, move your head and be elusive, because if you stand still against a man that size, you are an easy target. You need to attack, use angles and stay away from his punching distance. You need to be close, but you can't stay at a distance that allows the bigger fighter to get off.
Look here, he's caught Tyson 4 or 5 times.
The thing about it is, Fury adapts, and that's what we see in the last fight. Everyone thought Wilder would be much better because he'd scored 2 knockdowns in the first fight. And they weren't flash knockdowns, they were brutal knockout type knockdowns. The world expected Wilder to be more confident, but it was the other way around. A lot of people don't understand that size and style isn't the most important thing in the ring. It's the morale of a fighter that leads to victory. In the final analysis, a prime Mike Tyson's irresistible mix of explosiveness, elusiveness, speed and power would be a deadly threat in any era, including today's Land of the Giants.
Hand speed like a Muhammad Ali, and he'd move around. He's going to be remembered for a long time.
When Tyson referenced Tommy Burns, the shortest heavyweight champion in history, that tells you just how confident he would be in taking down today's fighters in his prime. He once said that jabbing is all about timing. You can be 5'6" and out-jab someone 6'2".
Tyson had against Tillis, and what a shot!
Iron Mike dominated the late 1980s rings, while Fury has beaten enough opponents to approach a similar status in the current heavyweight scene. Of course, Iron Mike long ago quit his victorious and often controversial life as an athlete and moved on to doing hangover movies and whatnot. Interestingly, both athletes have already made pretty clear how they think this fantasy matchup would go.
Hey Tyson Fury, I heard you said I'll knock you out if me and you fought. Hey man, you got to have more confidence in yourself, man. Anything can happen in a fight.
Tyson Fury, of course, is the current top dog in the world of heavyweight boxing. The 6'9" giant is a fairly unorthodox athlete, and he has struggled with addiction, mental health issues, weight gain, and the tendency to make controversial statements, all of which have arguably give him at least as much trouble as his opponents have.
I was a fat pig at nearly 28 stone, drinking and taking drugs on a daily basis.
However, as befits a man who was actually named after Mike Tyson, Fury is a truly gifted boxer with an astounding amount of speed, ring craft, and technical skill.
He landed punches counted by Cavalry. Big left hook by Fury.
That's a pretty little combination that has served Fury well. Tyson wasn't known as Kid Dynamite for nothing. He spent his prime years staring through opponents who were taller than him. His unrelenting attack mode, ruthless punch combinations, lightning speed and extreme fitness put him on a completely different level for most of the competition, and that's not even getting into his penchant for mind games, his peculiar peekaboo boxing stance, and his array of special jab and slide punching tactics that help him to overcome his reach disadvantage. A prime Iron Mike versus a prime Gypsy King would be a serious spectacle.
That'd be a good matchup because Tyson Fury's awkwardness.
We could even go as far as saying it would be the best heavyweight fight in history.
Might offset Tyson, but I think Tyson's explosiveness, he's gonna hit Tyson Fury's body and wind up at the top of his head and probably beat him, stop him.
Mike Tyson during his peak was an unstoppable force, but Tyson Fury during his peak is an immovable object.
Mike ain't dealing with 6'3", 6'4", he's dealing with 6'9", big and willing to fight you. Talk trash, so he's trying to back it up. That's a difficult matchup.
The perfect combination for a super fight, but one that we will sadly never get.
Tyson Fury chances of beating Mike Tyson, his chances are slim to none, and Slim is out of town.